Hello, konnichiwa, and shiatsu, ladies and back to the channel once again. I probably sound very far away. Anyway, welcome back, guys. It's time once again. This time, hopefully today, we'll be finishing up Suikoden. I was about to say 4. It's 3. We're on 3 right now. Let me go ahead, get this audio back up. Turn this audio back on. Build the chat room. Pull my screen here. Here we go. All right. So, when we last left off, we basically beat the game. We got all the stars too, but now there's another thing to do. We got Lux Paralog. I think we're gonna have to do those cutscenes again because we or just takes us to the Great Hollow, where we are going to assassinate the current leader of the Great Hollow. We already saw this from yesterday's session, so I'm not going to repeat it this time. It's time to see what Luck was up to during his little crusade throughout this portion of the world. It's funny. These characters, you technically don't recruit them until, like, literally the end of the game, which is weird. The way this game's story is structured is just a little bit different, which I guess that's fine. Still ultimately end up being in charge of an army. Basically, as Luck, playing as Luck here, we're gonna be causing some mayhem. Actually, now are we going this way or something? This feels like the same path we just came from. Oh, we literally just started and we're already dropping frames, huh? Wrong button. Okay. Let's, stop for a second. I don't know if it's Twitch's fault or my fault. Hard to tell. The game will tell me if I'm going the wrong or right way. Usually. You only want us to use the wind magic. As we drop frames again as I start a room. I do apologize. It seems the upload is being very special today. He only went up 1 and she went up to 42. What the fuck? He did all the work. Hold on. Man, my streaming time is just not a good time for Twitch to allow me to do the thing. Static Sheep, thank you for the follow. I do. Actually surprised that killed. It's possibly the same composer. This is a Konami game as well. I thought you folks would be heading on over the Pokemon Unite. And my upload is around this time is not cooperating. It has been every time this day. What they do in the Karaya clan? I don't even... Oh, I guess they were here. I believe Matt's getting off work soon. So he had an hour of work less, so he's probably on his way home. the time to stream in time period. 45, 43. Thank you for the DOE. Man, this might be short. This might be an hour. If this ends in like a couple of hours, what I might boot up Unite myself. That was a ball of lightning, not a meteor. And no, he didn't. He was a coward. Yeah, aren't you mortal, Albert? The fuck are you? I don't think it really matters who they attack, who gets attacked. I imagine the later we get into this, the more we have to do more damage to enemies. We ain't definitely buying. I don't even know why we're earning money. Literally, like, all three of you have this teleporting magic. Why don't one of... Ugh. I feel like we don't learn anything about Albert at all. Ancient Pathway. This is when they went up to the door. Then Hugo's group ran into them. Uber being impatient. That's what he wants. What you mean? Oh, this is a Uber only fight. Don't think it really matters who he goes after. Oh, right, Shining Wind Room. He wasn't wrong, it took but a moment. He got nothing for that battle. Oh, hum, this is boring me. It's not like you're even a challenge. Ha ha ha. Worry not, young one. I'll put you out of your misery. You got the worst timing, woman. Your timing is regrettable. Man, when you think about it, Uber got away with a lot of his shit that he did. Only Chris and Ghetto gets a legit fight against Uber. Crystal Valley, Circle Palace. I think this is the first time we've seen this place at this perspective. There's a whole area that you never visit in the game under normal circumstances. It gives me great joy to devote my body and soul to my master and father, Chief Bishop Hikusak, who controls all. I've been instructed by Chief Bishop Hikusak to appoint you as bishop. I am honored. Rise, Bishop. Blessings to you from the Circle Rune. Another one of the true runes, the Circle Rune. What an interesting rune. Very clever to use the words, my father. How crafty of you to be named a bishop without revealing your name or face. Forgive my grand... Where's my enigma when I need him? Was not sure how to pronounce this. Grandiloquence? Grandiloquence? Oh my god, you know what? I gotta, hold on. I gotta write this down. Hold on. It's gonna bug me later. Where's my notepad? I'm sorry. I gotta know how to pronounce this word. Gotta know. I gotta spell it. Grandiloquent. There's a 1 in there for some reason. No, it's not. Just the way this is a... Is that a G or a Q? Or a G? I don't know. I wrote down. I'll save that for later. I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. I'm going to get someone that may know how to pronounce that word. Because I can't. Like, grandiloquence? Grandiloquence? Is that how you pronounce it? Forget my grandiloquence, but it is how I feel. I really feel like maybe I'm pronouncing this wrong. I'll have to get somebody that knows how to pronounce that. Anyway. Can I trust your word? Yeah, I was hugging there for a while. Blessings to our new bishop. Is that it? Just to get bishoped? Basically get knighted? Lebook. This probably won't take that long then, actually. Yeah, we might play Unite later after this. We never expected an honorable bishop to come to a remote town like ours. I'm afraid we didn't have time to prepare for your visit. Please, feel free to use this room. Your service is greatly appreciated. Master, look, has the Circle Palace changed since I left? Do you wish to go back there, Sarah? No, Master. My only place is by your side. Sarah. Why do y'all keep doing that? I don't want her in front. She's a goddamn mage. She literally will get touched and die. I mean, maybe. Whoop. Hold on. What the hell did you have on you? You had repel. What the fuck? Bro. Are you word? Word? This is a thing? You know who probably had this? Actually, no, I didn't even check. We had all the stars, too. I guess if there's a New Game Plus, I'll check it out. But damn, that's annoying. I'm not sure what the game wants me to do here. Further in. Is this the end? I guess. What kind of tutor are you? You, magic tutor. I don't even have a Pale Gate rune. A sacrificial Jizo and a fucking... the new chainmail we got from earlier. Oh, hi there. Are you somebody important? Not sure what the game wants me to do here. I know where we ultimately have to go, but I don't know if we have to go there now. On the trade. I don't think there's any point in upgrading our armor. Green robe. Wind amulet. Here, robe. Did he just actually say that? Who has time for ladders? Goodness. Overprivileged fuck? We have orders from the regular army not to let any unidentified people in. The regular army? You mean from Harmonia? What are you, a guard dog? What'd you say? What's going on? Greetings, Bishop. I spotted these suspicious-looking characters and was about to run them off. Bishop? Who are you? Are you a Harmonian? No. I am Ghetto, assigned to the Harmonian Regional Army's Southern Frontier Defense Force. A mercenary, huh? Yes. And what do you want here? We have instructions from the Defense Force to search for the true rune. Oh, really? I see. This man is a mercenary of the Harmonian Army. Take him to the village. Yes, sir! What brings you here, Bishop? This is a secret mission. You do not need to know. Yes, sir. Well, if you'll excuse me. Master Luck? What is it? I'll have a Mantar trainer get ready. Please proceed when he's here. I will, thanks. I'm quite exhausted from traveling to the Crystal Valley and back. Okay, now we're Sarah for some reason. Don't even exactly know what she did here. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to do here. Why is this even happening? Excuse me, you're one of the Mantar trainers, aren't you? I am. If I'm not mistaken, you're the bishop's attendant. What can I do for you? Could you ready yourself, please? Certainly. I'll get the Mantars ready, too. Thank you. Excuse me, ma'am. Yes? I have a favor to ask you. Yes? Could you ask the bishop to consider making the people of Babuk second-class citizens? If I'm correct, Babuk has only become part of Harmonian a few decades back. It usually takes a lot longer than that to become second-class citizens. Yes, but I've heard that some countries acquired second-class status through exemplary service on the battlefield. Isn't there some way I could prevent my people from being treated like slaves? Can you help? This place feels like a prison for you, doesn't it? Sorry, I didn't mean to. No, I'll pass on your wishes, but that's all I can do. Oh, thank you very much. In my view, you are the ones who are actually free. Clearly not. If he's asking for this... Oh, there's a rune shop here. All preparations are complete. Could I have some time? Something on your mind? Yes. Time flows toward the end of the world. Can you see it? The end of this world? Yes, the end of the future. Don't you see? I'm not powerful enough, I guess, Master Look. You can see that? I don't see it, but the true Wind Rune remembers it. Really? The world will ultimately end in a huge battle to settle the power-up struggle between Dharma and Chaos. Humans will not survive. Our future is predetermined. To avoid our fate, we'd have to oppose the battle which controls the world. That of man versus the balance. It's war against the gods. Man can't fight his destiny. This is the end, known by the true wind rune, the desired end. How can you know your future? This world is one of several million worlds that exist, and this battle has been fought many thousands of times. But Master, you want to change the future? Our destiny? Others will find this act unforgivable. 1,000,000 people will die. I know extreme death, but I still don't have the courage. Best of luck. If you want to carry out your wish, I will follow you. Include me in the millions of lives you take. I too will perish. As I trust you, I'll follow your path. This is my nature. Thank you, Sarah. Pretty much just seeing what Luck was up to and his perspective. That's all this is doing. I don't imagine we'll be in this for very long. We're already like halfway through it, I feel like, because it was like... Let me, sorry, I'm trying to move my... I have a lot of cords in front of me. Almakenon. We didn't even go into the space. I think we're literally about to go fight frickin', we're about to go fight Chris at Almakenon. Damn, if it was gonna be like this short, I would have just... The Flame Champion tricked us again. He's clever. Difficult to deal with. So it was his idea to leave the key to the seal here in Almakenon, although it's virtually hidden behind a curtain of rituals. The ritual must have begun already. Indeed. I've been waiting for this. This is right after you beat him. Huber has joined. Again, I want the person with more health to be on the front line. There she is. Yun. Yeah, we've seen this happen too. So sorry to crash this party. I fully agree with the lady. I advise you stop the ritual. I'll release the seal, the true water rune. I told you I knew where the village was. On guard. Okay, so legit, last time we did this, I kind of fucking... I don't even know. I don't remember what we did to win this fight. We did win this fight, though. I'm just gonna be... What's the world do? Yeah, what it... It's impossible for us to lose this fight now. Yeah, we had to win this fight. I barely won, though. Because Chris went down. They had Rico in front of Fred. Noobs. Huh. I didn't expect you to be this stubborn. I don't know who you are, but I won't let you go near Yun. She'll be dead after a ritual anyway. What difference does it make? Shut up! Oh, brother. Oh, brother. I don't know how you delivered that line in this situation as Fred, man. Also, she's dead. She's one with the spirits. That was a sound effect. The ritual is over. We shouldn't have taken so long. The seal has been released. The true water rune is gone with the water seal, I imagine. That's fine. There's another seal left. We'll still manage if we get that one. You say everything is determined by the will of the balance. If you are thinking of destiny, then you are wrong. That girl sacrificed her life to secure the seal and keep the rune from falling into my hands. We'll have to fight this. You were literally out here just like, I'm just here to fucking cause chaos. I'm just here because I just like to whoop somebody's ass. Make people bleed. I just want things to be bad. That's it. That's all I care about. It makes it so much faster we don't have to do war battles. Look what we've got. Nothing. The seal of the fire rune was fake. The seal of the water rune disappeared before we can even take it. Shall we delay the Harmonian main army's invasion? No, we won't alter the schedule. The temple will realize our plans sooner or later. We must carry out the whole plan before then. Time is running short. Uh-huh. But if we miss the chance, we'll never be able to collect all the five true runes. Are we really that short on time? I am not as patient as you. By the way, where is Albert? He was supposed to meet us here. I'll go look for him. As we go with all of you. You have an unusual face. You can go in here, yeah. There's another situation where we have to attempt to leave and then the person we're looking for shows up. I wouldn't want to presume to teach his worship Bujutsu skills. Not that he needs it. We must wait for Albert in this town. There's only one other spot I can think about Albert could be. It wasn't up here either. Hello? Game? Well, this is like, am I allowed to go up in this direction? I'm walking to a pair of boxes. Oh, was this just like a thing where I could just go around and get some stuff that I don't have? Did this game give me a chance to, like, upgrade items and shit? Is that what's happening? Not that buying armor would do me any good in this situation. I think they have the best armor they're gonna get at the moment. Really ever. So if I go back in the inn, get into like the tavern or something. What does the game want me to do for this trigger? Not sure what the game wants me to do here to trigger the next event. Get back in here and let's go talk to, like, that one vendor I didn't talk to. Can we go in here? No. Where's our trigger? Huh. Video game, where's my story trigger? What must I do to trigger the next sequence in the story? Game, where's my story trigger? What do you wish me to do to get the next... Oh, he's just here now. I'm surprised you're late. You're usually so punctual. Sorry, but I stumbled upon some very intriguing information. Information? Yes, I was ambitious authorized a unit en route to invade Chisha village when I heard a rumor that a boy calling himself the Flame Champion turned up after I left the village. Chisha village? The regular army had problems with that measly little village. What's going on? It was just a scouting squad, so you couldn't really expect more of them. Anyway, what about that boy who called himself the Flame Champion? There was a cunning little brat with them, so it must have been one of their tactics. One of our scouts said he saw them head for a mountain north of Chisha village. What do you mean? I was intrigued, so I did some research. I found a report in the Harmonia Regular Army's records. They surveyed the Sindar ruins at the time, and the last invasion 50 years ago. Varga, the head of the Firebringer at the time, was supposedly born in that area. Interesting. If the Sindar ruins are there, we can get close enough. Sarah can tell us their exact location. Yes. Are we leaving right away? Uh-huh. Might as well. Then I'll have someone get ready for you. Yeah, this was a go get yourself prepared kind of point of the game. Buy some items, get some stuff done, that kind of shit. It's already 4 o'clock. We've been here for an hour. Serenia. Where the fuck are we? Are you saying the Flame Champion, who bears one of the 27 true runes, is here? Sarah, do you feel anything? No, but somehow... Master, look. What was that? Yes, I felt it too. How could the true fire rune be here? How can it unseal itself? Could it be the successor? I don't know. Even then, we just have to take the rune. Let's hurry. Are random battles a thing for this group? That's one thing that we haven't been in an area yet that... There we go, yeah, random battles are a thing. I would rather not. You guys don't die. Y'all got too much life and I'm not in the mood to fight you. Not gonna bother picking up stuff, there's no point. This is a kind of a recap and seeing what Luck and crew were up to at the time. Do we have Albert with us? We do. Recall, there's a save point at the top there. What can this be? A seal. This is another Sindar seal. It was refurbished at a later time. It looks like it was loosened. So this is why a few moments ago... Sarah, do it. As you wish. Lady Chris, Godot, I hope I'm the right person for this. I have no idea why I was chosen as the new bearer of the true fire rune. He shouldn't bear the rune if he doesn't understand its true purpose or meaning. Why are you here? This place is supposed to be sealed. You just unsealed it yourself. When I sought the rune previously, it was impossible to find this location. The Flame Champion must have been an extremely cunning man. I searched up Luke, the Saphir clan, even El Makinan. He caused me a lot of trouble, but it doesn't matter now. I found what I'm after. Give me the rune. Hey, I see you back on the highway. Oh yeah, I remember you. How could a kid like you ever bear a true rune? Life has a strange twist, I guess. Damn. Let's get on with this, shall we? I'm a very busy man. I won't give you the rune. This is a token to show that I take over the spirit of the Flame Champion. Go ahead and resist. It'll give me a chance to practice my powers of persuasion. So, shall we get started? Flame Champion. Fucked up because we don't actually get those fucking creatures that they summoned. I really want to get rid of Ghetto. 57, they do damage. Damage is being dealt. Acknowledged. You'd better admit defeat and give us the rune. No, please don't. Don't come any closer. You're asking the impossible. Stop right there. What was that? Was it the spirit of the last Flame Champion? It's just more futile resistance. Please, hold it there. The gate has just been opened. Hey, Sergeant Jordy. What's going on? Somebody tell me! Fred Nash, Rico. What's going on? The squad! Boss, what happened? Where am I? Funny how Hugo only has Sergeant Jordy with him. What's happening? This place is filled with traces of the last Flame Champion's aura. It is not advisable to fight here. Sarah? Yes, sir. Why? Why can't we do as we choose? Is the spirit, the force of the room? Stop! Stop right there! No, don't run away! I will leave the room with you for the time being, but I will be back soon. Could we fail again? Damn it! Nevertheless, since the true Fire Rune has a new owner, the seal applied in the main name of Arga has weakened. Now that the seal on Almakenon is released, what if this doesn't work? I have an idea. That boy's eyes reminded me of the former. I mean, yeah, Uber, you were there. No, he wasn't in 2. Wait, was he in 2? Yeah, he was in 2. Yeah, Uber, you were there. You remember 2 protagonists that were just around and be like, I'm just fuck shit up because I can. Ancient Pathway. Yeah, I think we're almost done then. Make sure the door opens this time. We can't afford further delays. Uber! Don't worry. We should be fine that the true Fire Rune has been unsealed. There's also the re-emergence of the true Lightning Rune, and the breaking of the seal kept by Almakenon to help us along. This is all like Chapter 4, Chapter 5. Doors opening. Finally, the first one. At last. Once again, we're gonna have to make a trek down through. For the sake of consistency. Go ahead and make a save real quick. Yeah, this segment might not actually be that long. I just realized to go down first. Hold on, we gotta go left first. Once again, preferably, I would prefer not to spend too many rune points early on. Maybe not the big boy ones. Might use Pale Gate or something, I don't know. This is an area that which random battles can occur. I have to remember which way I went to go forward. I'm surprised you do anything like that. I tried. Fuck this! Felt like they had more health than they should have had. I will know if I'm going the wrong way if I... Yeah, this is the right way. Oh, let's actually heal a little bit. I do not want to do this. All that nonsense, whatever that was, nah, I'm good. That's too much nonsense. Especially if they reflect magic. This is the worst place for luck to be in, honestly. Huh. What is it, Sarah? It seems like someone has been following us. It's a successor to the true fire rune. I will remain here and prevent her from getting any closer. Alright, Sarah, but do be careful. Your opponent's title may be new to him, but he has a true rune. Please do not worry about me. Remember, I have dedicated my life to you. You should take good care of yourself, Master Look. Thanks, Sarah. I'll leave this to you. Oh, this is unique, actually, because I remember correctly, Jimba is here and he dies. Oh, he's just fucking dead. Okay, we didn't even get to fight Jimba. How could this be? I'd rather have it this way than give it up to you. You're well aware of what happens when a rune goes out of control. You must have seen it 50 years ago. I did, which is why I can't surrender the true rune to you. Are you sure? You, these ruins, and a nearby area of the grasslands will be destroyed? So what? I have the spirits protecting me. Mere superstition. What happened? Are you okay? I'm fine, Sarah. Look, Master, look. I can't live without you. You're all going to die. I'm alright. I'm alright, Sarah. Well, actually, she does live. This is getting complicated. I think we should back off at once. I agree. We'll get it later. You are the bearer of the true wind rune, aren't you? The spirits have told me so. So? How long have you lived so far? Long enough. 30 years. I've been cursed for 30 years. You're still a child. I suppose you don't even have children of your own. Why would you want any when you're cursed? You don't have a future, do you understand? Don't be a fool. I've lived 70 years and have just one daughter. I've tried to run away thinking like you. When I had a baby girl, I was scared for her future. I just had a chance to see her recently. She was astonishingly beautiful. She reminded me of Anna. I almost cried with joy. I'd been filled with anger about my fate, but then I felt happy for a moment. If she's in this world, it doesn't matter whether I live or die. My daughter is on her way here. She can carry on my visions. This will be the happiest moment in my life. I'm sure of it. You're cursing your own daughter with immortality. What are you getting at? I'm saying that life is meaningless unless if you can't entrust it to someone. We don't age, but we are not given eternal life. All that's just an illusion. You and I will disappear eventually. And then I will end the legacy of miserable visions with my own hands. You're still a kid. Why you gotta make him have a seizure though? What the fuck? He's still breathing. Try putting it into him. No, leave him alone. What a pity. He lives in his hope. He won't survive anyway. Feels like he would have been alive longer. Crystal Valley Circle Palace. Oh, this is when he got the Earth Rune from Sasurai. So as expected, his intentions were... Yes, it appears he is after the 5 elemental runes for his own personal gain, and not for the benefit of Harmonia. It's likely they had something to do with the riots in the Lizard and Karaya clans. This is before we try to move their armies. We should act quickly. What? Who's there? It took you long enough to notice me. You should be more careful. You are. Bishop Sasurai's. Well, well, well. It's been 15 years. That's right, my brother. And you seem to have spent the past 15 years idling away your time. I ordered everyone to leave the room. Do you intend to defy temple traditions? That no longer concerns me. Sasarai, give me your true Earth Rune. I thought I could leave this for the end, but my plans have somehow gone awry. What? Who do you think you are? You want to know who I think I am? Oh yes, I'll tell you who we are. You and me. You and me? That's right. Holy Harmonia. No. Chief Bishop Hikusak wants to collect all 27 true runes. Unfortunately, the true runes can only be born by successors chosen by the runes themselves, and can only be sealed in certain places. So Hikusak has acquired an interesting method to keep the true runes in his possession. What is it? A rune crystal, but this is no ordinary crystal. It is used for sealing the 27 true runes. And can you guess what's inside? No, it can't be. But its appearance. Yes, this is us. Our arms, legs, eyes. Everything is dissolved in this milky white liquid. They're the ingredients for a human body. And look closely. It's us. This is what we're made of. Made to bear the true runes while maintaining a human appearance. We are duplicates of Hikusak himself, who's also a rune bearer. Why you... Ow. I will take the true earth rune. You have no need for it. No. You mean to say you have the willpower to live, despite this knowledge? You tell me we don't get a game where we deal with this guy? What the fuck? This is some metal shit! Why'd I go back to Lebluke? I don't even know. Preparations is almost complete. Albert and Hubert are adding the final touches. I see. Sir, are you tired? You look pale. A little. Large-scale illusions are exhausting to create. Please take care of yourself. Now that we've lost the backing of the Harmonian army, we must rely on your powers. I know. Look, are you really going through with the ritual? Absolutely. The ritual is my only hope. I see. That fucking rune orb was way more sus than I thought. Holy shit. It's them? Mount Sinai. If you won't hand it over, I'll seize it myself. I won't let you. I'm not asking your permission. We have a special procedure for doing this in Harmonia. Particular painful technique, or so I hear. Sarah? Yes. I only need one of the other 5 elemental runes. Fire, water, earth, or lightning. To collect them all. The true wind rune that I bear will upset the balance when combined with the true earth rune, allowing me to seize your rune. I thought I would leave the earth rune to the end, but I suppose I have no choice. But did he go through some freaky weird sequence when this happened? Okay, no, we just got the true lightning rune off him. Now the true lightning rune is in my hand. Since you bore the rune for so long, its power hasn't left you entirely. So you will live on for now, but eventually, you will die. Perhaps you will see this as a blessing, Ghetto. A lot of this we've already played out, but we beat the game already, but we gotta see this for this context. I almost forgot. I'll leave a little present for you outside. I'd like you to extend your stay here a little longer. This is another thing that happened during Ghetto's portion in Chapter 5. If you decide to run away anytime during these battles that take place in this area, you don't get the characters you're supposed to get. But I ain't no bitch. I'll fight to the end. Unless the game dictates that I'm not allowed to fight, then I will run. Okay, so we skipped the segment where Sarah stole the water rune for fucking free. Hugo, are you alright? Yeah. Yeah, this really wasn't that long. Like an hour and a half. Now that the 5 elements runes have been brought together, I'll get my wish. Huber, I leave the rest to you. Agreed. Do as you wish. I simply desire a good fight with plenty of blood and the screams of the dying. Damn, hold it! Why are you doing this? I don't know the secret power of the true rune, nor how to use it. Why are you trying to do this? What do you want to take the lives of so many people? I always answer a good question. I'm going to destroy the 5th true rune with the other 4 I've collected. Simple, eh? I don't understand! You want to destroy God? Is that it, Killer Priest? Absolutely. Bravo, you guessed right. But why? The 27 true runes are the source of power keeping this world in balance, the ultimate power that controls this world. To destroy a rune is to clash with the fate and destroy God. The act unleashes the uncontrollable power of the rune. I warn you, it is much worse than the release of the Flame Champion's true fire rune and the true water rune. It has the potential to blow up the grasslands in the entire continent, including Holy Harmonia. Why would anyone want to do that? Wouldn't any prisoner seek freedom? We're prisoners? It's been 1,000 years since this world was created after the War of the Swords and Shields, but people haven't evolved in the meantime. They have been caught in a web of conflicts between the true runes. I've witnessed them, and I've experienced the other memories held by the true wind rune. So? The world is really a prison controlled by the true runes. We are not prisoners. We live, fight, and die of our own free will. Then your definition of freedom is the ability to walk around a giant cell with an invisible leash around your neck. Don't even think about leaving. You have to defeat me first. No time for that, I'm afraid. I'm done preparing for the ritual. The 4 true runes are already inside the vessel waiting. I just have to enter its center. That will crush the true wind rune, and my soul along with it. Stop right there! I once entrusted my dream to a person with your eyes and your heart, a very long time ago. Farewell, Hugo. Man, it should have just put all this in like a cutscene. Ritual Site Ruins. Here at last. Your wish will finally come true. Yes, at last I can put an end to these 30 long years. The destruction of the True Rune will bring chaos. This is fine by me, but how does that make you feel as a human? Human, you say? Look at this. This ball is filled with human components. I'm just an assortment of these. I was created solely for the purpose of sealing the true runes. You call this human? I am no different from you, Uber. Me? You must be kidding. Actually, I suspect you are somewhat fond of humans. You know, if you wish to free them for their destiny, there's a very easy way. You mean death? Then no thanks. I rather enjoy the world populated by humans. I thought you'd run away. You've managed to gain favor in the eyes of those in high positions. Well, of course, that was my original intention, but rest assured, I wouldn't dream of interfering with your ritual. If you do, I'll kill you on the spot. Master luck. It's about time. The Firebringer should arrive outside any minute. Those who survived your wrath, that is. Why do you have so many of these? Do I sense a lingering attachment to this world? Let's go, Sarah. Uber. No, there's no attachment. It just reminded me of people I used to know, that's all. We must be lucky today. No one seems to be guarding the room. So it seems. Are you sure no one's here? Do you doubt me? Look, someone is there! You're just trying to scare me. It's not funny, you know. Dios! What? You! I'm surprised to see you've come this far, my elder brother. I thought you were a bishop sheltered in the temple. I'll have the true earth rune returned to me and take your true wind rune back to Harmonia where it came from. Leak not the witch stole it when she abducted you from the Crystal Valley. You can talk your gibberish after you defeat me. You'll have to defeat me first. I won't let you touch Bishop Sakurai. Ugh. Sorry, Bishop Sakurai. I'm not good at dealing with this. Never mind, Dios. I'll take him on. Let me join you. No thanks. You stay behind. Let me finish this one. You think you can win, my brother? Oh, the duel. Waiting. Away with you. It seems we're both cautious. See how this feels. Oh. Bring your worst. You really doing this? Is that it? I intend to keep this short. The magic duel, bro. What the fuck? See if you can figure this out. I don't want to. You're being a bitch. Weasel. Now it's my turn. Don't let it go to your head. I'll take a trade. I had better consider my options. Now it's my turn. Hey, those are just defending for no reason. Like, what the fuck, you misleading fuck? You can't do that. No, not a million years. Go away. Stop. Not until Bishop Sasura gets his true rune back. That's right. No way! They're persistent. I won't let you. Never. Mr. Thomas is right. Never, never, never. You persist. Don't you want to live any longer? I won't back down. I promise everyone in the castle that I protect them. I keep promises. I made a promise to protect Master Thomas, and I stick to my oaths. Promises, promises. Is it all that matters to you? Damn. Now I lose the fire rune? This is getting ridiculous. Where are you going now? With this earth rune alone, the force field can be broken at any time. The ritual must be done quickly. Are you sure you can leave me here? I'll get my true earth rune back. I hate you more than anything in this world. But at the same time, you're the only one I empathize with. Look, you are. This will be the final battle to decide whether humans can change their destiny. I am a demon, prepared to sacrifice as many lives as it takes. You'll see it happen, and you'll die here. It's over. Yes. After all, I too am bound by destiny. Destiny? Who are you kidding? I won't let you leave like this. Too much blood and too many tears have fallen. I wonder if it's going to show the team that I used to beat this with. Yeah, they are! That's the squad, baby! Let's go! Let's run, Varga. Not yet. We have to get him. Technically, he still has a true win rune. Probably can't die yet. Damn, we legit. We're out of time. We must go right away. Thought she would have tied her up and just fucking hauled her off. Nah, you gotta let her live. Master Luck. Sir, are you alright? There. I tried to gather the power of all 5 elemental runes to destroy the true wind rune I bore in my body. I can only draw out its power. My soul couldn't cope with such intensity. What will happen now? These ruins will collapse. Sarah, you must escape. You are free to go. No, I'll stay. I chose to follow you and let millions of people die. I must be punished for this. Sarah. Y'all literally could just pour it out. You were already fucking dipped, dude. My man, you were like, I'm just gone. I was living in that palace all alone. No one cared for me, even though they were after my power. Only you. I might have been after your power, too. It doesn't matter. I chose you because you brought me joy. I must accept my punishment. But still, you should... Sarah? Sincerely, thank you, Sarah. My soul will be healed. I'm convinced now that I too have a soul of my own. She literally had enough strength to walk her ass from all the fuck away around to get to him in that temple, possibly getting attacked by several monsters, and she don't have enough power to teleport them out of there? Yeah, sure. Kind of leaves their fate vague. Uber just kind of fucks off, though they supposedly die there. You know? Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Suikoden 3. Hell yeah. Before I give thoughts overall about this game, real quick, I'm gonna run to the restroom. I will be right back. Let this credits play out, though. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, technically, Knight, I beat the game yesterday. We just saw the perspective of the true antag in the game, which that's what I'm gonna talk about real quick. So I'm gonna be fucking real. I definitely think as far as like, because I've at least played the main Suikoden games. I have not played Tactics yet, but I played one. We've played 1 and 2 on stream, and I love those games. They're fantastic. I've played 4, and I've played 5. I mean, now first played this one, Suikoden 3. I gotta say, I feel this is a weaker entry for me personally, because there are I have a lot of qualms with the combat system. So the war battles, I think, are really bad because they are kind of like not particularly great in the sense that how they kind of fundamentally function. Because the war battles in the previous 2 games, they're random, right? It's like, well, the war battles in 2 are pretty rough because it's random chance of whether or not if your units will win a battle, especially in later fucking war battles where you're usually versus a unit with like high attack and high defense as a base. But I still felt like the war battles in 2 were at least more enjoyable because it's based on just the random chance of your allies, and it's harder, yeah, but it still made more sense. In this game, like, your units, like, depending on who you take into war, you have to level basically all your units again. And some of the war battles that I was thrusted into, I didn't even have a chance to like set up. They just kind of threw me into a war battle and you just had to win. And then some enemy units are either like severely over leveled or something, like how battles are scaled, it just didn't make sense. Hold on. Hello, Leaknat, how are you today? So you returned. That is fine. I will answer you if I see anything with these sightless eyes. The wheel of destiny is heavy for a man to turn, but it's not impossible. I am the executor of the balance. I have no tears to shed. Look, you challenged God like a fool. You discarded a million lives with a cursed soul, but I forgive you and bless you. You're human too. I bless your soul. My apprentice, my son, child of a cursed rune, you're a human child, one that can sleep now. Even though destiny can be brutal, it will allow you to rest. 108 stars will bless you. Man is powerful enough to change destiny. No matter how futile our struggles seem, they all make a difference. Is that implying that they both literally died there? Because I'm assuming the light one was Sarah. Leak not a character that does not make an appearance at all in this game. Until this segment, by the way. Oh. Oh, I know. I'm probably gonna play Tactics next, but that's Leak Not Gluck and fucking Sarah, a young Sarah. Huh? Whatever. Whatever, man. I don't know. We are stuck here. I'm pressing every button on the control. All right. See my thought. So like I said, as far as like this game goes, I think this is like on the weaker end for me. I think this is Uh, if I had to rate them, it's not that the ending confuses me. This makes it clear that Luck survives the temple that's currently collapsing, despite summoning the wind incarnate and having all the rune bearers face off against like the 5 powers of the true runes that he absorbed in order to try to destroy his own rune, and that he and somehow Sarah both either died and were just reincarnated later, or they both survived and they came to Leeknot and just now they're just there with Leeknot. Heaven forbid, I don't know how the fuck she survived or how he could have pulled that off. Like, I could imagine Luck surviving that entire ordeal. I don't know how he got Sarah to survive. I have to severely imagine that Sarah actually does die during that, in that they both do die, but he can come back because bullshit rune powers, and that when she comes back, she actually has to come back as a child, or she has to reincarnate because she's actually human, where he's a goddamn construct, apparently. That's a plot point that doesn't get explored. That's another thing. This game has a bunch of really weird plot points. Like the idea that there's a whole nother character that created Luck and Sasori, and then we get more lore on why Luck is even with Leeknot. We just thought he was fucking there. No, it just she stole him and the True Wind Rune, and she just lives there, and don't nobody do shit to try to stop them or do nothing to them. Like, no, it's fine. The plot in this story does throw a lot into the question. Like, there was not a really big deal with like the true runes as a whole. It's the 5 elemental true runes, and then you have Leeknot's incomplete gate rune, and then apparently the circle rune, which whatever the fuck that does. I'm assuming the circle rune is a true rune. It has to be, right? I mean, whatever the fuck it does. Heaven forbid. But I guess overall, like, the whole point of this story, it's kind of a takeaway from like a bigger picture in the story, because it's basically Luck going out of his way to try to just blow up his rune and destroy his own existence. I can't remember something. What the fuck was I? There was a game or some kind of media I saw that did a similar thing like this, where a character's sole purpose in this entire story, and then the entire story was he's causing all these problems and killing all these people because he wants to either destroy himself or something that's attached to him, that kind of plot line, and that's what this was. And I don't know, it's not great. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Governs order and stagnation. Okay. But yeah, no. Shit, the fucking True Earth Rune didn't even do anything. It was a MacGuffin. The True Earth Rune wasn't even a rune we could get or use. We could get the True Water Rune, we could get the True Fire Rune, we had the True Lightning Rune. We technically had the True Wind Rune, which Luck randomly has, despite having this character in Suikoden 1 and 2, he just never has it or uses it. He just usually has a regular wind rune. It doesn't even reveal that, oh, by the way, I have like the True Wind Rune. What? Why do you have the True Wind Rune? I was born with it. How were you? You know what? Whatever. This is whatever. But yeah, the overall arcing all plot of this is kind of funky, right? It's not particularly great because it's basically about Luck. Because all this shit that happens, it's Luck. It's literally Luck. This entire like hour and a half that I spent playing this segment was just Luck going out of his way to fuck with an entire nation just to get the true elemental runes that are here for some reason. Right, because Ghetto had the true lightning runes for a long time. Jimba was the original user, well, at least for this time period, of the true water rune, but he sealed it somewhere in the Sindar ruins. The true fire rune was with Sana. Then whoever you choose to take that rune, he gets that rune, and the other two characters, they get the other true runes. And then Sasori had the true earth rune, because apparently the true runes were with Hikusak. Also, can we talk about Hikusak? Who the fuck is that? He's a dude with the circle rune? Hello? This character seems like he would have been the one to cause a lot of trouble in this power, right? The Circle Rune has authority over the elemental runes to an extent, yes. So that's what I mean, like, right? Like, it feels like there was not a real purpose for the game, the story of this game, aside from Luck just came out and he just wanted to cause some trouble and kill himself. It's fucked up. But that's like the end of the story. The rest of the story is kind of okay. It's basically like every nation kind of hates each other, and Luck just used that to his advantage so that he could cause this nonsense. But at the same time, if he didn't cause this nonsense, and I think things would have been better for literally everyone. Who knows? Obviously, Koreans and Zexans didn't really particularly care for each other, as Zexans called Koreans barbarians, Koreans called Zexans ironheads, which is an absolute shitty insult if you ask me. The Lizard Clan is they kind of care about if you strong, you got our respect, you know? They don't like Zexans that much, but they'll acknowledge that they're fucking strong as long as they're not fucking barbaric in their own nature. It's weird. One thing I didn't like about this, like halfway through the plot, or actually it was like 75% through the plot, when you become the Flame Champion, and you got the Zexans, the Zexans and the Grasslands trying to like cooperate with each other to defend themselves against the Harmonian army that's coming in and try to take over the fucking Grasslands and Zexan, and they bickering between each other, and you got a whole other army force coming in that's trying to break and enslave all of you. Like, at this point, who cares about if you an Ironhead, a Korean, a Lizard, or whatever? Like, y'all all gonna die if you don't cooperate. But the Lizards and the Koreans, they hard-headed. And to me, I feel like because Lucia been on this end before, she'd a little bit more welcome to the idea of cooperating, because Lucia is at least implied to be old. Because she was in a war 3 years, couple years, not even like 3 years, like 15 years ago, because Apple's like 33, 38. She old. Not old. She like middle age, I guess, right? Because Apple's in this game and she's helping. Like, really, Apple don't really do anything in this game. Well, then again, Apple and Caesar, they both come in so late. So much of the actual plot in this game is really late. Like 3 chapters of this game is building up to the later half of the game's plot. And it doesn't fall apart, but it's so late. You build your army not even halfway through the game. I would say that's like 70% through the game where you finally are able to just like get together the army. And maybe like 4-6 hours of that is doing a couple of battles, some stuff. Like, everything just started kind of going super fucking fast when we finally became the Flame Champion. Like, the moment you choose your Flame Champion, you are basically at the tail end of the game. That's what it felt like. Because Chapter 4 was long, right? Chapter 4 was like a good 6 hours at most. Chapter 5 was also long. Like, both those chapters was like 5 to 6 hours. And a lot of that was me kind of fucking around because I was making sure I went and collected a couple of things. I got the gold hammer, so my smithy was had the best ability to smith, so I could get like level 16 weapons. I got the last few stars I didn't get, which I had to go hunting around a little bit for. And hell, throughout most of the game's journey, a lot of the stars, you can at least find them, right? There's like one star in the entire game that would have tripped me up. There's one star, and that's Landis. Because to get Landis, you have to be in the second area of Kupot Forest, coming from the Duck Village. And you have to have an empty slot, and he just randomly fucking shows up. And it's just like, alright, sure. That's like the only star that would have truly tripped me up, because there's no indication he's there. I don't think there's an NPC you could talk to that would give you the implication. I mean, you could talk to Kid, and he could probably find out about it, and that would give you the hint. But without that, you would not have known where that character was. And some of the boss battles were actually pretty hard, you know? But that's also because I think this, like, okay, let's talk about the combat system now. I did not care for this game's combat system. I felt like a lot of what the game was forcing me to do, I felt like I could have had better control over, like, what my characters did on the battlefield, where they were, who they attacked, how they attacked, like, so, like, the buddy system isn't as bad as it could be. It's okay. It's like, all right, whatever. If this character does rune attack, this character will probably do a melee attack, or they'll guard, or they'll do something, right? Whatever. I can play around that. What I didn't like was that water fire runes had friendly fire mechanics. I felt that was the worst. I did not care for that because it meant that, like, depending on the position of your party, you would probably 90% of the time deal more damage to your party yourself than an enemy would, and you would probably kill them. I felt like that was terrible. I felt like if you're going to have a system where you have spells that can do damage to your party, you should have the ability to control, especially if it's going to be based on the range between you and the target. I felt like you should be able to control where your party members are when they try to launch that spell, or before they launch it, right? Like, I felt like that should have been something I could have done. And I know someone said yesterday, that there was ways to around that, right? There's ways to get around, like, the friendly fire system. And while I believe that, I gotta go out of my way. I gotta go out of my way this is a blind playthrough. I didn't know that, and I wasn't gonna sit there and go out of my way to look for it, because that means, like, it's something like on a Bujitsu skill or something. Like, it's a skill I gotta put on a character. So I mean, I have to sacrifice a skill, because that's another thing. A lot of characters, they couldn't get all the skills. Some characters only had like 3 or 4 slots, so none of them are customizable in any way. Some characters need some of the skills that they get. Some characters can't even forget skills that they have that you feel are useless on them. And then you gotta grind up the skill points to even take advantage of that shit. And a lot of the characters don't even go up to, like, S rank. You know what character got an S rank skill? Luck, Sarah, and Uber. Well, maybe not Uber, but Luck and Sarah had S rank skills. Now, I didn't explore the idea of the characters getting, like, S rank skills, right? I didn't do that. That was my fault. I could have. Like, I could have sat down, looked at each character, and seen, like, who could do what and how high could each character go. But again, I felt like I would have to grind it up. And that probably would have made the game easier at the end, right? But what's the point? Hell, when I fought the Wind Incarnate, I won the battle by just fucking rampaging on the lightning rune, getting rid of the lightning rune. And it spent most of the battle just casting AoE damage attacks. And that was after I swapped out a team. I swapped out two members of the team and had 2 mounted characters. I had Fletch and Bright, and Hugo and Fubar. And then we had the other 2 true rune users, because Ghetto's good and Chris has healing. And we didn't even have to heal that much, because Look and Bright doesn't take that much damage while they're mounted, and Hugo and Fubar didn't take that much damage while they were mounted. Both those characters were both that team was pretty resilient. And when I did have to heal, we were able to maintain the fight. I got rid of the water rune before it became a huge problem. Got rid of the fire rune because it had a bunch of AoE attacks. And the earth rune barely ever actually did anything. So it only took me like a couple of tries to take down the Wind Incarnate. So that boss wasn't even that hard. I think the beast rune back in Suikoden 2 was rougher. I still won that fight, yeah, but I felt how powerful that rune was. The Wind Incarnate only got me because magic was harder to use against it, because it was countering it. Like, it legit was countering it. But yeah, the friendly fire, I don't like the friendly fire. I felt like if you're going to put friendly fire, the players should have more control over how their characters move around on the battlefield so that you can compensate for it. Like, I should have more ability to make decisions around that. And if my decisions are limited to use the spell or not, that's not great. that doesn't help in any way. Because another thing was a lot of the spells, like the lightning spells, which shoots in a line, you don't have any control, because what happens is that you could still target the target and the target, and unless they're in line with who you want to hit as well as the one person, you're probably not going to hit that, because if you don't cast it fast enough, they will get out of range and you'll only hit the one target, especially if you want to hit like multiple targets. So to me, no, I felt like I should have had the ability to move characters around so that they could launch spells more effectively in my favor. That's how I feel anyway. I felt like this combat system wasn't expanded upon enough to warrant the use of like the mechanics that it tried to use. And it's not a terrible thing, but it would have been far more useful. I'm just glad that lightning spells didn't do AoE damage, because that would have sucked dick. And then just the overall system of not being able to control each character like individually, like you control the actions of each character, like that was also rough. But all right, that is the end of Suikoden 3. I was curious. Oh, I should rate this game. I gotta give this, personally, I gotta give this like a 7 out of 10. Compared to like the first two and what I've played of 4 and 5, I gotta give this like a 7 out of 10. The story does kind of fall apart at the end. A lot of the combat it's not great. There's switching between the three characters gets a little rough. Some characters are gonna be weaker than others, and there's just a lot of just too much you gotta do. You got too much you gotta do, too much you gotta get ready for. The war battles I felt were terrible. I got away with getting through them, but like they were terrible. I felt like there wasn't a lot of control I had over anything I did in the game. You know, it's just odd. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for Suikoden 3. This game, I had fun. I think it's if people said that a lot of people don't particularly care for this game, I would unfortunately have to agree with them. I think this game is a little on the weaker side. It's one of those games where it tried something and it did okay with it at first, but it starts to fall apart the more you play and the more you realize of how much shit you gotta do and how much you gotta get away with. But I think this game is still pretty okay. I think it's alright. Alright. So, it is 5:11 p.m. It is technically break time. So, we're probably not going to have a lot of time to do anything else particularly. But, I'm going to go ahead, take my break. It's going to be a long break, I assure you. So, go ahead, get some food, go cook, go McDonald's or whatever, you know, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and, okay, first off, let's, thank you guys for joining us for the Suikoden 3. Next Suikoden game we do will likely be Tactics, because I would like to try Tactics before I go into another game that I'm somewhat familiar with.